Dear family and friends, we have gathered here today to celebrate the life of Carmel Fitzgerald with deep gratitude for having known, loved and been loved by this extraordinary woman. Carmel was a wife whose love was unwavering, a mother whose guidance shaped generations, a sister whose presence was a source of strength, and a friend who brought light, warmth and fun everywhere she went. My name is Minister Carmel Fitzgerald. I'm a FuturFaith minister, and I feel privileged to be here today as we come to terms with Carmel's untimely passing. I had the honour of meeting Carmel's husband Owen, her son Kevin and her brother Pat to prepare for this ceremony. They shared brilliant stories and memories of their lives with Carmel. This ceremony has been thoughtfully crafted with deep love and affection as a well-deserved tribute in celebration of Carmel's short but well-lived life. We extend our deepest sympathy to her family, husband Owen, daughters Claire and Emma, son Kevin, and grandson Theodore James. To her siblings, Pat, Seamus, Mary and Orla, her sons and daughter-in-law, her parents-in-law, her sisters and brothers-in-law, nieces, nephews, relatives and friends. The family thank you all for your presence here today. At this point in our ceremony, I invite Claire to come forward to read a poem by Christina Rosati.
When I come to the end of the road and the sun has set for me, I want no rights in a gloom-filled room. Why cry for a soul set free? Miss me a little, but not for long, and not with your head bowed low. Remember the love that once we shared. Miss me, but let me go. For this is a journey we all must take, and each must go alone. It's all part of the master plan, a step on the road to home. When you are lonely and sick at heart, go to the friends we know. Laugh at all the things we used to do. Miss me, but let me go.
Thank you, Claire. I invite Owen to come forward with the symbols that he has chosen that represent Carmel best and place them by her photo. A basil plant represents Carmel's love for nature and gardening. Just as her garden required patience, dedication and care, Carmel nurtured friendships and relationships with people in her life with the same qualities. She also had a much-loved black Labrador called Basil. Carmel loved arranging family holidays and every year organised home exchange with a similar-sized family from another country. This was the only way she believed to truly experience different cultures. With each home exchange, Carmel developed trusting relationships with people she met along the way. Owen comes forward with the family photo. Carmel loved organising family get-togethers. She loved being part of the action and believed that every noteworthy event or achievement should be celebrated with style, because if it's not, it may become insignificant. Her enthusiasm for making every occasion feel special was contagious. Thank you, Owen. Today we gather to pay tribute and give thanks for the life of Carmel Fitzgerald, ní O'Callaghan, a beloved wife, mother, sister, friend and colleague. Carmel was an intelligent, free-spirited person who made friends easily through her many hobbies and her genuine interest in people. Her story began on the 4th of March 1966, the fourth of 5 children welcomed into the world by the late Jim and Frances O'Callaghan. She was brought up in Partry, a quaint village on the shores of Lough Carra in the heart of County Mayo, in a busy household along with her siblings Pat, Seamus, Mary and Orla. Like her siblings, she went to Partry National School, where her quest for knowledge started in earnest, igniting in her a love for lifelong learning. Pat recalled a funny tale from her primary school days, when she invited every child in the school home with her to help her celebrate her 5th birthday. This was much to the surprise of her mother on a wet Wednesday in March. Such was the innocence of her childhood and the freedom of rural Ireland in the 1970s. Her childhood summers were spent in her grandparents' farm in County Kerry. She thrived there, helping her beloved grandma, Mary Ger, by watering the plants and vegetables and looking after the small farm animals. She loved finding a clocking hen, and when the chickens hatched, she gave them all names. She very aptly named one of the roosters, Elvis. He was solely guilty of waking all the neighbours up at dawn until one day he went missing, never to be seen or heard again. Her second level education was in a boarding school in Tuam, County Galway. There she made lifelong friends, some who are present here today. This school environment fostered her love for science, and that's the route she took. Carmel met her beloved husband Owen while in third level education, and they married within a year of graduating. In the following years, with joyous hearts, they welcomed their children, Claire, Emma and Kevin, into the world. Carmel loved being a mother. She gave her children every opportunity to pursue their different interests. On a weekday, she could be found helping at the poolside at 6 a.m. as Emma and her swim club teammates had their first training of the day. This was before she got everybody ready for school and herself organised for work. Her commitment to her family was unparalleled. With fond humour, Kevin recalled her being escorted off the rugby pitch by a touch judge at a friendly match. He had had a head clash with another player and was being assessed by a first responder. She just needed to check that her boy was okay. He made sure she was banned from attending his rugby matches after that. Always one to encourage people to follow their dreams. Owen recalled a time when Carmel brought Claire and her friend Alice to an audition for a popular children's TV programme. Carmel had visions of them becoming superstars. The audition didn't go as planned. The girls got overwhelmed by other bright-eyed children belting out songs like tiny professionals, and they forgot the words of their well-rehearsed song. But at least they tried. And that was what it was about for Carmel, giving it a go. For 35 years, she dedicated her professional life to the world of training and adult education in the biopharmaceutical industry. Carmel loved her job and was excellent at it. She believed in the power of people to grow, to evolve and thrive, no matter what their starting point or age. Her approach was always to use common sense and give people a chance. Carmel did her best to help people wherever and whenever she could, because she believed in kindness for kindness' sake. She didn't expect thanks or gratitude. She was content to know that one small act of hers might ease somebody else's worry. Carmel's sense of humour was one of the most brilliant things about her. She loved telling stories and sharing jokes. Life lessons and hard-won wisdom was often communicated with humour and banter, but always in a respectful way. Carmel was never wealth-orientated. She wanted her family to have just enough to be content in their hearts and to appreciate what's truly important, each other. Carmel loved laughter, but she wasn't afraid of vulnerability. When she was diagnosed with breast cancer and got overwhelmed or sorrowful, she shed a tear without shame, knowing there's strength and healing in honest expression. Despite the very best medical intervention, it was Carmel's time to die, so her earthly body could be freed from its illness and limitations. On Tuesday morning, in the arms of her husband Owen and surrounded by her family, Carmel took her final breath. She had no fear, only hope-filled expectation of a joyous reunion with all of her loved ones that have gone on their journey before her. Rest in peace, our dearest Carmel. May your light shine brightly and live on in the hearts of all who have had the pleasure to love you and be loved by you. At this point of our ceremony, I invite Kevin to come forward and read a poem by an unknown author.
We had a wonderful mother, one who never got the chance to grow old. Her smile was made of sunshine, and her heart was solid gold. Her eyes were as bright as shining stars, and in her cheeks fair roses you see. We had a wonderful mother, and that's the way it will always be.
Thank you, Kevin. As we bid farewell to our beloved Carmel, we carry with us all she has taught us. Through her love, dedication, and deep commitment to her family and friends. Although she will no longer physically be here, her spirit will live on in the hearts and memories of everyone who has had the privilege of knowing this wonderful person. She will continue to guide our way as we acknowledge that love transcends the boundaries of life and death. The funeral cortege will leave at 2:30 p.m. for the crematorium service in Shannon. After the service, the family would like to invite you back to join them for a meal in the Bunratty Hotel. A poem based on a short verse by David Harkins. You can shed tears that she is gone, or you can smile because she lived. You can close your eyes and pray that she will come back, or you can open your eyes and see all that she has left. Your hearts can be empty because you can't see her, or it can be full of the love that you shared. You can turn your back on tomorrow and live yesterday, or you can be happy for tomorrow because of yesterday. You can remember her and that she is gone, or you can cherish her memory and let it live on. You can cry, close your mind, be empty and turn your back. Or you could do what she would want, smile, open your eyes, love and go on. I now ask you to remain seated and remember Carmel in your own way. Let us remember the happy times we shared and how she influenced our lives. We have to say goodbye for now to the most important woman in our lives, our one and only mother. Mum. You were our first teacher, cheerleader, safe place and best friend. You taught us how to love unconditionally, to be brave and kind, even in the hardest of times. You were our guide, encouraging us to follow our dreams with bated breath. You showed us how to face life's challenges with courage and strength. You were the greatest source of that strength. To honour your memory, Mum, we will always carry the life lessons you instilled in us. We will cherish the sound of your laughter and the memories of the fun times we had grown up. Your spirit will be kept alive in the way we live our lives. Hopefully one day we'll have the privilege of raising our own families the way you raised us, with great love, care, grace and respect for ourselves and others. Until we meet again, Mawahir, cheerio agus colasov. As we say our final farewell to Carmel, we are grateful for the 58 years we had her. She influenced our lives with her compassion, unconditional love, and amazing strength, both physically and emotionally. With love, we release her and let her go on the rest of her journey to her heavenly home. Carmel is at peace now and has no physical pain. May we find comfort in the knowledge that although her physical body will not be coming back, so long as we remember her, talk about her, she will never truly be gone. We hold Carmel closely in our hearts with love as we gently and reverently let go of her earthly body onto the next step of her journey. Goodbye, Carmel. It is now our time to go out into this world enriched with your memory. And there wasn't a tear between them. There wasn't even a hot flush. Oh, did you?
Very good.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
How
you.
you kept going was amazing.
Yeah. How are you now?
That was practice. That was practice. Because it was very hard to
Yeah.
do it,
Yeah, it was.
you know, but practice makes perfect.